Hi, my name's Keith. I'm going to do a video about traditions of men. It's something the Messiah hates, or something God hates, but it's not true worship of Him. So anyway, I want to just read and kind of talk about John chapter 1, verse 1. And anyway, that goes as follows. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So God is the Word, right? All the prophets were inspired by God, through God's Holy Spirit. So everything they said and wrote, came from God. Everything that happened and transpired in the Bible was inspired by God. So when it says God is the Word, He is literally the Word. Okay? And people have to understand that because God commands people how to worship Him. And so many people do other things and they think they're paying homage to Him, and they're actually really making Him upset. He commands people how and when and what to do to worship Him, right? And so many people follow traditions of men. And we'll go to Matthew 15, verses 8 and 9 next. And we'll start with verse 8. So this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So all these people that go and celebrate these holidays and days that God doesn't command them to do, things like Christmas, Easter, God doesn't command anyone to do those days. You're doing like what makes you feel good, and that's not what God commanded people to do. God commanded people how to worship Him, and we'll go to read Leviticus chapter 23, where He gave directions for His holy convocations. And I'm going to read that whole chapter. Okay? Give me a second while I flip to Leviticus chapter 23, which is in the third book of the Bible. A lot of people, don't read the Old Testament, so I got to kind of fill you in here. All right. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, a holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. Passover. Yeah, he's talking about Passover. So Passover and Easter fall in the same time frame. Which would you observe? And he's giving you directions for Passover, not Easter. And you can Google where the directions for Easter are, and you can't find them in the Bible. But I'm going to keep reading at verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. In the first day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. But you shall make an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the seventh day is a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. So basically what it's talking about, an offering. You're grilling out 7 days. You're cooking over and like an altar, which is basically like a fire pit, for those that don't know. Those are offerings, and you cook out and you eat it. It's a cookout. And we'll continue at verse 9. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, Then shall you bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest, and ye shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. So this is called the Feast of First Fruits. It's the Sabbath that the Feast of Unleavened Bread ends just before the Sabbath day. So it's a week-long thing, and then it lasts just before the Sabbath day. There's a Sabbath day at the end of it, and then it's the Feast of First Fruits, which is what this is talking about. And ye shall offer that day, when you wave the sheaf, an he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. And the meat offering shall be 2/10 deals of flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the selfsame day ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall you number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. And ye shall bring out of your habitation 2 wells of 2/10 deals. It shall be a fine flour. It shall be taken with leaven. They are the first fruits offering unto the Lord. And ye shall offer bread 7. And you shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. That shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering, and their drink offerings, even offering made by fire, a sweet savor unto the Lord. And then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering, and the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs they shall be holy before the Lord for the priests. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day that it may be a holy convocation unto you. You shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings, throughout your generations. And ye shall reap the harvest of your land. Thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleanings of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall make an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of the 7th month there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you. Ye shall afflict your souls, and make an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And ye shall do no work the same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. For whatever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day shall be cut off from amongst the people. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, that soul I will destroy from among his people. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute for ever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It shall be a Sabbath of rest, and you shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. From even until even shall you celebrate your Sabbath. So the affliction of souls that was mentioned in verse 32, on the 9th day of the 7th month, you are going to do the biblical fast, which is in Isaiah 58, verses 3 through 10. That's how you afflict your soul. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, This 15th day of the 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles, for 7 days unto the Lord. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation to you, and you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly. You shall do no servile work therein. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, and a meat offering, a sacrifice, a drink offering, and everything upon his day. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your freewill offerings, which ye give unto the Lord, also on the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, you shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year, and it shall be a statute forever in your generations. And ye shall celebrate in the 7th month. And ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israel born shall dwell in booths, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord. Okay, I just want to say something about these feasts. They all pay homage to the people of Israel. Passover was how the people of Israel got out of the bondage of Egypt. You know, that the last plague, was when they sacrificed the lamb and they painted their lintels of their doors with the blood of the lamb for protection from the angel of death. And that angel of death didn't afflict the lintels that are painted, but all the people of Israel or Egypt who didn't paint their lintels, their firstborn of everything they had died. And so that was part of the thing pertaining to Israel early in their history. Second, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, because when they were fleeing Egypt right after that last plague, they didn't have time for their bread to rise, so they had to make unleavened bread and eat in haste, if you will. So that's what the Feast of Unleavened Bread is paying homage to. It's a memorial of that. And the Feast of Tabernacles is paying homage to the people of Israel dwelling in booths or tents for 40 years as they're wandering around in the wilderness. I want to go and skip to the next chapter. I want to read Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm going to read the first 14 verses. Okay. Deuteronomy is the 5th book in the Bible. Leviticus was the 3rd. So we'll see what it will say about this. Okay. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do his commandments, which I command thee to this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee up on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come unto thee, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. The Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in storehouses, and in all that thou settest in thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. The Lord shall establish thee a holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, and walk in his ways. And the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, in the fruit of thy cattle, in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open up unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head, and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only. Thou shalt not be beneath. If thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. So I just want to reflect on verse 13, which is the one I just read. So if they're going to be the head, they're going to be the example for everyone else to be emulate. So if they're observing, it's supposed to observe like the feast days I mentioned in Leviticus chapter 23. And if they're supposed to be the example, that means you should be doing what the example is doing. So you should be observing those days as well. It's pretty simple, but no one reads and no one cares enough because they just honor God with their lips and their hearts are far from him. But anyway, I'm going to continue on with verse 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods or to serve them. So basically, you're not supposed to deviate from the path that he laid out. Okay. Next thing I want to read is Matthew chapter 7, verses 21 through 23. Turn past it. And anyway, this goes, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I'll profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Some translations in verse 23 might say sin instead of iniquity. So those last 3 verses I read, that was the Messiah talking. And when he says people aren't going to know him, it's because they don't follow or obey the word. You know, people that celebrate Christmas or Easter, where in the Bible does it give you directions like in Leviticus 23 about when and how to observe those days? Nowhere. So you're following traditions of men, which the Messiah himself said that he hates. You honor him with your lips, but your hearts are far from him. I humbly ask that all the people that are doing things like that, they take a moment to reflect, read, and obey. You know, it's called the children of disobedience for a reason. The children of disobedience are, you know, that's the majority. It's a few people that truly find God and love Him with all their minds, all their hearts, and their souls. They're the ones that read the Word and follow and obey it. Anyway, with that, I'm going to close this video out. I hope this video finds the right person and it blesses people and helps open up some people's eyes. Amen and God bless.